So, I normally don't do videos like this, but after how bad the season was, I have to, like, get shit off my chest. So for those who don't know, I do love football. My team is the Tennessee Titans. I am somehow a fan of this team. After I decided to find my own football team, my family was all Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I decided, you know what, if I'm going to be all in for football, I need to spread my own wings and find my own path. And I chose Tennessee. I think the team was pretty solid. They didn't have a Super Bowl or anything, but I'd like to be, I wanted someone who had some culture and whatnot, and it wasn't going to be the Jets. I could have chosen anybody to go fly, spread my wings and find my own fandom. I could have gone with the Bills. I could have gone with the Lions. I could have gone with anyone. I chose the Titans because it would have been, there aren't really, like, a big Titans fan. And I know, like, here in Florida, they're not going to show a lot of the Titans games, mostly because, like, it's out of its regional stuff. And also, it also helped to know that, like, even when, the Titans are losing, it wouldn't give me, like, I wouldn't be too broken up and it wouldn't ruin my day like most, if I was a Tampa Bay fan, it just ruined my day when seeing Tampa lose. It is good to see, I will say, I am happy that Tampa did make it into the playoffs again. Who knows how far they'll go, but we'll see. I knew that this season was going to be bad. Let's talk about this now. I knew this season was going to be ass on so many levels. Even analysts were saying, oh, the Titans could, make a wild card spot. And I laughed when I heard people say the Titans could make a wild card spot with, once we lost Derrick Henry. Once Derrick Henry walked, and, I understood why he walked, because he was going nowhere, and now he's with the Ravens, all the best to him. But I knew the moment Derrick Henry left, that was the end. Like, that was the end of the team we had. So, here's the thing. I knew this team was going to be bad. I knew we weren't going to be great. I just wanted us to be competitive. And on the outside chance, I was hoping for a 9-8 season and maybe compete for a playoff spot. Maybe not get in, but at least have a win, come out with a win. My goal, like, I set expectations so low. My highest expectation was, at best, make us look good. Like, at least give us a reason to continue to, stand behind this team. And you couldn't do that. I knew this was going to be bad. I was expecting at least like a 7-10 season, or, an 8-9. Being optimistic. Real optimism was 9-8 and probably competing for the 7th seed in the AFC playoffs. But if I was a betting man, I would have lost all my money, because I had no idea that we would be this bad and have the number 1 overall pick. That we admittedly did derp our way. We drunkenly stumbled into the number 1 overall pick. Thanks, Patriots. I knew, oh, by the way, Patriots were going to fuck that up. I knew the Patriots were going to, like, oh yeah, they're not going to keep the number 1 overall pick, and we're going to drunkenly stumble into the first. So, whether we trade it, whether we use it to get Shedeur Sanders or Cam Ward, or something, I don't know. I really don't know. I would say, let's talk about the coaching staff before I get into the players. I knew Brian Callahan was not the guy. I knew, and I know what you're saying. Well, why didn't were you mad? You said a while ago in the last video, years ago, you talked about Mike Vrabel time to go. Yeah, because nothing was being done. So rather than be like Mike Tomlin and just get winning seasons and then get your ass fucked into oblivion in the playoffs or fail there, I think it was time to move on. And I do hope he gets a head coaching job. I'm not saying he's a bad head coach. In no way am I saying he's a bad head coach. What I'm saying is I think it was time for him to move on too. I'm always like, you can't just stagnate as a team. I've seen that before in hockey and baseball teams and a lot of football teams too, where they look at the Steelers. They check out when they get a winning season. They check out come January. It's like, we're done. We got our winning season, and you know, we don't care. No one fucking cares. So here's my thing. Is that, yeah, Vrabel, I hope he does get a job. I do think he will probably be looked at for the Patriots job. He should have been from the get-go. I think he would also be solid for the Bears, but the McCaskies fucking suck, so they're not going to do that. Anyway, but yeah, Brian Callahan was not the right replacement for this team. In no way was Brian Callahan and getting his dad for defense? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, yeah, Brian Callahan, I knew from the get-go was not the guy. At no point I knew it's not like, oh, he's an unknown commodity. No, I knew his commodity from the Cincinnati Bengals. I didn't want it here. I already had a feeling like he's not going to have a winning season. And I know it's only the first season. I'm well aware. But the decisions he's made in games are unacceptable. It is hysterical that I'm doing this on Monday, and I have not seen, as of this recording, any report of him being fired. I would love nothing more than to get on, social media right after I do this video and see him get fired, find out he's getting fired, and we find another coach. Yeah. So Callahan needs to go. That's not even a joke. Callahan needs to fuck off. The whole staff needs to go. We need to blow this up again, because this is just a Frankenstein of a team. For quarterback, Will Levis was never the guy. I knew, that was another thing where it was people were like, go give Will Levis a chance. No, I knew he was not the guy. He has proven me right every game. Mason Rudolph, I also knew we were in trouble when Mason Rudolph was the backup. Are you shitting me right now? And Tony Pollard, at least is trying his best, but he is not also. This is a Frankenstein of a team where we have, we have so many players for this Frankenstein of a team where nothing works. Nothing is connecting. No one is our highest paid wide receiver is Calvin Ridley. Get the fuck out of here. I don't know what we do now. We just need a full blow up, and maybe this will do with maybe we can. And I always think, well, with the first overall pick, we can get Shador or we can get Sanders or Ward. I don't trust either of them. I really don't. I say, and I know, in what do we have in free agency? Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold, maybe if the Vikings don't get rid of him. Aaron Rodgers. We are fucked. We are fucked as an organization for a good long while. I don't know if we trade down so someone else can get Sanders or Ward, or we take one of them and move on with our lives and see how mediocre they are. I don't care how many analysts say this. I have seen from play that it is the people around Shador and Cam that are doing all the goddamn work. Also, real quick on Cam, during the bowl game, when Cam just decided to up and quit halfway through the game, I was like, so you just proved exactly what I've thought of you. If you are going to quit on your team halfway, what is going to stop you from quitting on your team entirely when you get to the NFL? Because you just can't throw up your hands and go, I'm tired, or just want to, be a part of the NFL, my dude. There's no way. I'm not an NFL analyst. I am just a fan, and this shit, we should, I was not expecting us to be good. I in no way was expecting us to be a high caliber team. But this was embarrassment on the nth degree. Just this Frankenstein of a team with a coach who clearly is in over his head and a quarterback who has there's no saving Will Levis. They have tried multiple times. Nothing's working. So, keep Rudolph if you need a backup. I get it, and maybe Pollard, but I see no reason to. You signed a ridiculous albatross of a contract with Ridley. I don't know what you do with this team. You have the first overall pick. I would just say trade down. Give it, maybe have the New York Giants or the Patriots again take offers from them and just get a trade haul for the first overall and just rebuild from there. Because that's my thought process right now. That's all you can do at this point. But what do I know? I'm just a fan. And I know what you're thinking. Well, are you just going to jump ship now that the team's shit? Nope. I am not. I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be, bitter about it. But yeah. You got to stick with your team once you choose them. Yeah. So. You got to be through the bad to be through the good, too. Yeah. Anyway. I know this video's not going to do well. This is not a sports channel. I just thought I would just vent about shit. And I wanted to do this after the Titans season was over. I know football's not over, but the Titans football is over. It's going to be, I just have this feeling it's going to be another fucking clown show for this team. I wanted so badly to be proven wrong that we were not going to be in the top 10 draft. And I thought we would be in the top 10. We were going to be a bad team and be in the top 10. And I was right, but I was expecting us to be number 1. Granted, we drunkenly stumbled in there, but we shouldn't have been in that position to begin with. Yeah, anyway. I just thought I'd come on here and, get this all off my chest. Anyway, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.